Inside the Gates of Heaven, by Oden Hetrick. Chapter 3. The Three Divisions of Heaven. God told Moses to build a place on earth where the people could meet to have their sins covered and learn to worship God. Moses was told to build this tabernacle like the pattern that he saw on the mount. And look that thou make them after their pattern, which was showed thee in the mount. Exodus 25:40. And thou shalt rear up the tabernacle according to the fashion thereof which was showed thee in the mount. Exodus 26:30. Priests of earth serve unto the example and shadow of heavenly things, as Moses was admonished of God when he was about to make the tabernacle, for, see, saith he, that thou make all things according to the pattern showed to thee in the mount. Hebrews 8:5. That pattern was, and is the city of God. So Moses' tabernacle had a most holy place within a holy place where the priests would serve, and around these was a large area, or outer court for common people. God's presence was manifested by a cloud of glory in the most holy place. So also as we approach God's abode in the sky, we come first to the large outer court or suburbs, then to the holy place, then to the most holy place where God sits on his throne. We have such an high priest, who is set on the right hand of the throne of the majesty in the heavens, a minister of the sanctuary, and of the true tabernacle, that Yahweh pitched, and not man. Hebrews 8:1-2. For Christ is not entered into the holy places made with hands, that are the figures of the true, but into heaven itself, now to appear in the presence of God Yahweh for us. Hebrews 9:24. In this visit we plan to see the suburbs of heaven where we'll answer some questions including questions about sweethearts in heaven. Then we'll enter the eastern gate, taste fruit from the tree of life, walk on golden streets, and experience the crystal river of life. We plan to see the people there and how they are addressed and what they do. Then we'll tour a mansion and attend a banquet where Jesus sits at the head of the table. We also plan to enter the most holy place where God sits upon his throne with Jesus at his right hand. In the sacred most holy place the saints, their clothing and their chamber mansions are much brighter because they are closer to God on his throne. There are many names for heaven in the Bible. Here are just a few. Everlasting kingdom, Daniel 4:3, heavenly, above the sky, Jerusalem, Hebrews 12:22. High and holy place, Isaiah 57:15, holy habitation. Deuteronomy 26:15, Jerusalem that is above, Galatians 4:26, temple of God in the sky, Revelation 14:17, the kingdom of heaven, sky, Matthew 3:2 and 8:11, throne in the sky, Revelation 4:2. We find from these names and from many other scriptures that the city of heaven is, and always will be, in the sky. It is empty Zion on the sides of the north, the city of the great king. Psalm 48:2. And he built his sanctuary like high palaces, like the earth that he hath established forever. Psalm 78:6-9. His seed shall endure forever, and his, David's, throne as the sun before me. It shall be established forever as the moon, and as a faithful witness in heaven. Psalm 89:36-37. He that walketh righteously shall dwell on high. You will see the king in his beauty, and behold the land that is very far off. Isaiah 33:15-17. The Lord Yahweh builds his stories chambers in the heaven sky. Amos 9:6. We have a building of God, a house not made with hands, eternal in the heavens skies. 2 Corinthians 5:1. A throne was set in heaven, the sky. Revelation 4:2. The temple of God was opened in heaven, and there was seen in his temple, the ark of his testament, temple of God in the sky seen by men on earth. Revelation 11:19. And another angel came out of the temple that is in heaven, the sky. Revelation 14:17, Also Revelation 15:5 and Revelation 16:17. And I saw a great white throne, and him that sat on it, from whose face the earth and the heaven sky fled away. Revelation 20:11. The city, where the Father will fellowship with his people forever, is always located in the sky from its creation before the world to eternity. But even on planet Earth God had fellowship with our forefather Adam in Eden's paradise. And Adam had fellowship with his sweetheart whose name was Eve. And the three of them, God and Adam and Eve, had a divine fellowship in that long ago peaceful paradise that we know very little about. But when disobedience entered that beautiful picture, God removed his indwelling spirit from Adam and Eve. Then he took drastic measures to restore his creatures to his fellowship. He sent Jesus, his divine Son, to pay our death penalty. Now all who turn from disobedience, sin, and follow Jesus, will be restored to fellowship with God, and God's Spirit will return again as a dove of peace and love, to dwell in every believer. Our relationship to the indwelling Spirit of God is like the fellowship of two friends. One friend says to the other, "Let's go to the park," and the other friend replies, "I'm all for it. Let's go." God's Spirit is like the first friend who knows what to do, and we are like the second friend who gets caught in the excitement of the action and the desires to go along. Jesus said, "You will be my friends if you follow my instructions." John 15:14. We should learn this loving obedience on earth. If not, we learn it in the suburbs of heaven where we are now going. "If you love me, keep my commandments." John 14:15. "He that hath my commandments, and keepeth them, he it is that loveth me, and he that loveth me shall be loved of my Father, and I will love him, and will manifest myself to him." John 14:21.